This is a message that Zoxim wrote me in response to this post that I published today about it's just one of the cars in the neighborhood that has stalked me, and they don't all have this type of code. They have a code for support for other types of things. Yeah, it is stalking me. Nobody has the right to stalk anyone, right? Stalking is illegal. Look at this. You know, it's the same thing. Oh, and yet he has this is the attitude of people who abuse me. I can't even tell you how many times I have confronted people about their abuse of me, and they just say there's nothing happening, right? Nobody is ever going to respond to your complaints based on your code. True. You know, I'm starting to get that feeling. I am certainly getting the feeling that the conglomerate is going to turn the world into what the conglomerate wants it to be. I am certainly getting that feeling, and it is. Look at the I'm making you're the nuisance. You're the nuisance. You don't seem to realize that all I have to do is just not publish these messages from you. You are like forgetting. Why don't you just get your own blog then? Right? I mean, why don't you and Skip and everybody else who writes to me trying to exploit me? Why don't you just get your own blog, and then you can see how many people show up to talk to you, right? I mean, give me a break. I am not harassing anybody. No, give me no. And I will tell you, I realize that it is difficult to have me as a tenant. I realize that it's dangerous, you know, because of the way the conglomerate treats me, and I have feeling for that. And if they had actually, you know, treated me decently, I certainly would have tried to help them with whatever problems that they had that resulted from having me as a tenant. I certainly understand that, but they didn't really care about that, you know. And unfortunately there are people who are, you know, not capable really, or just don't feel like thinking through whether or not people who are in authority are doing what they should be doing, right? I mean, so they promoted all sorts of things. They abused me. They, you know, promoted abuse of other people. It's you know, no. They want me to vacate the apartment because it will make life less difficult for them. That's it, you know. And I have to have a place to live. And there was nothing about me, myself, just me, that made things difficult for them, right? I mean, and certainly all of the antagonism was from them to me. You know, I can't help the way the conglomerate treats me. I can't help that. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, the conglomerate is way more powerful than I am, and it, you know, as an entity, has to decide not to do these things anymore. Confront it. Look at this. Look at this. You are a total liar. You're just a liar. You know, and it is really reprehensible for someone to accuse somebody else of being, you know, mentally ill about things a person knows are really happening. That is a sickening thing to do. It happens a lot, and it's sickening. Yeah, no, sorry. And Skip is really quite a nasty person. You know, he pretends not to be, but he really is very, very nasty person. No, nobody waits on me. You have no idea. You have no idea what hospitals are like. It's not like that. It is not like that. It is, I think, perhaps a misperception from people who haven't been in the hospital, especially people who haven't been in hospitals where people who don't have money usually have to be. Look at the police are not going to have to do that. But you seem to have that fantasy about me. You know, just wait. You have mentioned this several times. The idea of the police like showing up and like forcing me to leave. I'm not the one who needs the drama. Give me. Look at this. No, I just want all the things that are happening to me to stop happening. No, that's to excuse my behavior. Are you kidding me? You've stalked me for months. All the disgusting things that you've said. You know, and you are. Give me a break. No. That's not true. And don't forget also that I don't have to publish your messages either, right? I prefer to confront your behavior, you know, most of the time. But I don't have to give you this attention. I don't have to talk to you at all. And this I think there are some messages that Skip sent me that are kind of showing some of his motivations for him talking to me about medication and drugs and that kind of thing. I have never smoked marijuana. I have never done that. I have never smoked marijuana in my life. You are living in Massachusetts, aren't you? And it seems to me, isn't recreational marijuana still illegal in Massachusetts? And this is not the first time you've talked about illegal drug use. Yeah, he would like to be there to watch, to see what happens, right? I mean, it's sadistic. The conglomerate is extremely sadistic, and it causes sadistic behavior from other people, right? And here's another person. This person I've never heard of. I've never heard from this person before. You know, I mean, if you read my blogs and pay attention, then you will understand what's happening. Whether or not anybody cares about what's happening, that's another story. You know, I mean, I think there are people who care. People in power don't, unfortunately. More email addresses, you know, which they have to create because it designate their other ones as spam. The man does not know you. That's true. Interestingly, he doesn't know me. He doesn't. He is so wrapped up in all of his stereotypes about women and about the world. He never really did get to know what I was like. As many times as he invaded my privacy, I think he was probably invading my privacy for years before I even knew that he knew who I was. You know, it's true. In another way than you mean, he does not know me and has no idea who I am. It's just the life that he has had did not cause him to be someone who could really understand me, know what I was like, or care about that. Has never had. Now that's not true. That's not true. I've never had any direct interaction with him, but this had never had any interaction with you at all. That's not true. Look at this. Yeah, there is no chance that I will ever date him. He certainly knows who I am. Look at this. You know, you're constant lying. You're absolute and total lying. It's no. Look at this. And seriously, as far as rationality is concerned, what's rational about everything that's happening? There's no, you know, no. It's pretty blatant what the coughing and nose rubbing means. It's what it's meant to indicate is your vagina smells. You're a filthy, dirty, inferior female, and your vagina smells. That's what it means, right? Even though I am, you know, however many feet away from you, never met you before in my life. We're both fully clothed, and we're out in public. You know, your vagina smells. I just know because you are a female, and I've decided to stigmatize you. That's what it means. There's no secret. There's nothing secret about it whatsoever. And it has nothing to do with paranoid schizophrenia. And I wish it were treatable. I wish it would all just stop. But I have no idea when or how that's going to happen. Because the people who are causing it to happen don't care. They don't care. This, I think I'm starting to understand that the thing is that Skip is something of a drug fiend, right? He would like me to take these medications because perhaps he's still hoping that I will, you know, eventually agree to meet him in person, then he can get it from me. That's what you mean, right? And then he's just continuing to be, you know, just totally disgusting, right? I have no interest in you whatsoever. I have no interest in you whatsoever. I am not interested in dating you ever, right? I think you're disgusting.